So this is how much of a health nerd I am. Look what just got in the mail. My vitamin D test. Can't remember the last time I've even had my vitamin D checked, and I just recently learned how important it is for you. And I never thought that I had an issue because I'm always out in the sun, and I'm just thinking, yeah, like if I'm out in the sun, I'm for sure getting vitamin D. But I just recently learned that that's not exactly how it works. And just because you're in the sun does not mean you're even getting any vitamin D. Apparently you have to be in the sun at a certain time of day to where you can actually get a sufficient amount of vitamin D that your body needs. Not to mention, if you're living anywhere above the 37th parallel, which is anywhere above San Francisco and Richmond, Virginia, you're not getting any vitamin D during the wintertime. And that will be me because I'm in New York City. So I was like, oh, I should probably see where my levels are at. And supplements, sure, they're okay if you're like sick and you just need like a vitamin D boost. But in the long run, you really need vitamin D from the sun to actually help rebuild your cells. So now that I know this, I am checking my vitamin D, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's on the lower end. But at least now I'm mindful of it and I know what I have to do to get it up. So I ordered this at-home test off of Amazon. This is not sponsored. It says that it's a finger prick blood collection. And so it says to take your sample at home and then you have to send it to a lab so that they could actually read it for you. So what we're gonna get into. All right, so first you have to register your kit, and right here there is a code in order to do that. And then you have the instructions. Ooh, how motivational, how sweet. Oh God, I could never be a doctor. This looks very sanitary and professional. Let's see what we got here. Oh, a Band-Aid, how cute. I'm assuming these are the needles. A little alcohol prep pad, gauze, and this looks very official. Do not touch sample area, do not use if damaged. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the sample area right here. Let's see how my nurse skills are. I literally could never be a nurse or a doctor or any of that stuff. All right, so this is the paperwork. That's where you will be dripping your blood. We've got the needles, Band-Aid, gauze, alcohol, prep wipes, and then this is where we are going to put our blood sample and then ship it out. You like my grass pen? This is what the needle looks like, and you just twist it. I don't see a needle in here. It's saying you have to press this down and then it'll shoot into your skin. All right, well, we're gonna wash our hands. I think the most important step here is to make sure that your hands are clean. And which finger should I do? Okay, it's telling you to do your ring finger on either like on the side, like on the right or left side, doesn't really matter. So you press down and then it's supposed to puncture your skin. Scared? Okay, there's the blood. Pro tip, you are supposed to wipe it once with the gauze and then supposedly a lot of blood is supposed to come out after that. I don't know. Okay, so they're saying you're not supposed to touch the paper at all. It's supposed to just drip down. Aw, shit. Okay, I have like 1.5 circles to fill and I am out of blood. It's not really coming out anymore. All right, so I'm gonna have to prick again because I'm pretty much out of blood here. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at this circle. I can't get it right. And I'm out of blood again. Look, it says right here that they don't want it to look like that, and that's basically what mine looks like. I finished my test, but I did exactly what they told me not to do, which was to not like dab your finger on the paper. You needed the blood to drip down, but I was having a hard time with that one. So at the very end, like I kind of touched it a little bit. and hopefully that doesn't ruin this. It's also saying to make sure that the blood fully soaks through the back of the paper. Make sure you don't touch this area, and let dry for about 30 minutes before you send it off. And while that is drying, I registered my kit. The process is pretty self-explanatory. It's just like your address and your name, your birth date. The one thing though, I registered mine in New York City, and then I got an error message saying that this test, I guess you can't register it in the state of New York, which is kind of weird. So I ended up registering it in Georgia. But yeah, I don't know why or what other states they don't allow to register. Hopefully your state is not one of those. And then this was the box that it came in. So when you take this off, it actually does come with a shipping label and a baggie. So you're gonna want to put everything in the bag and then send it off.
The next day.
So I got my vitamin D test back and I'm super deficient. You know, I'm not even surprised because I live in New York City and I haven't seen the sun in months. Now it's just confirmed. And the worst part is that winter is not gonna be over for at least another month and a half. So I'm not gonna be able to get any quality vitamin D for another month and a half. Not to mention, 40% of Americans are vitamin D deficient. There you have it, folks. That's it. What can you do? I guess I could fly to Mexico for a week. But let me show you the app. So I talked about D-Minder last time. It's this app that tells you what time to go outside in order to get a good amount of vitamin D in for the day. And I look forward to using it in spring and summer to get my D up, probably go to Central Park and, you know, sit in the sun for an hour. But as of now, there's not that much I can do. I can still go outside and get some vitamin D. It's just gonna be so low that it's just not gonna be enough.